They're having their little golfing excursion, so we know that he made it there safe. What happens from here on out, David Smith, is anybody's guess.
I have a good idea of what's going to happen. It probably starts with a beverage.
Yeah, several of them. Domestic lights and golfing. That's what Jeremy's doing for the remainder of this week. And joining me, our great friend, Great North Sports. You can check us out on his YouTube stream right now. And of course, welcome into the program, everybody listening along on 880 1400, everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It is one more day closer to glory.
I can feel it.
I want to. I want to feel it. But it's like, I don't know. It's like I imagine that feeling of, walking in the desert, just nothing as far as the eye can see, and it's cold as hell in the middle of the night, and there's like wolves and howling in the background, and so you can hear rattlesnakes off in the distance, and all you can see is just that little tiny light out on the edge, like there's a bonfire over there waiting for you to come warm yourself up, and you just keep walking and you never get any close. Because the preseason to me is like a vast wasteland of nothing.
It
It's
feels
only
that
bad
way.
news that's coming. Right, it's the only bad news that's coming around the corner. I very rarely ever get real excited about positive news coming out of training camp, and then you just have all the injuries that happen, and that's really at this point of the season the thing we're getting most excited about is what? Fantasy football, and the injuries to big players in the fantasy football game. That's not fun. It's not fun for me.
But hey, look, good news if you're an Alex Pierce owner. Hey, Alec Pierce off the pup list. That's good.
I mean, yes, that is positive news.
It's the
That
only
is.
one I got, Tank. It's the only
I
positive
apologize.
news I've got.
I mean, I want to apologize to all the Alec Pierce owners. Like, you got catfished by that guy. Sorry. I apologize.
It's not great.
It's not going to go. I don't think it's going to go well for you. And he's off pup list, so good for them. I still think he's probably the second best receiver on his team, especially since they got Keenan Allen. Like, I don't know, I'd take 50-year-old Keenan Allen over Alec Pierce at this point.
Keenan Allen's got great hands. He can still catch the ball.
Yes, he does. He does. Hell, I mean, he had like 8 touchdowns last year or something. That guy's still worth something. He's got something left in the tank. Daniel Jones is going to have to lean on somebody, so it's the Keenan Allen, Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce show.
I mean, it could be worse. We could be in Mo Alley Cox territory, and we're not that bad yet. Tyler Warren's.
It's true.
We're big Tyler Warren fans here.
Yes,
big Tyler Warren fans.
Definitely, most definitely. I mean, it's all about fantasy football for me right now. This weekend, it's the the mini start to the college football season. So we've got a smattering of games. Not real excited about the whole Tar Heels being in Ireland thing like I thought I would 2 years ago. Especially after I saw a clip from the mothership today that I don't know, it was one of the maybe First Take or something. They were talking about it, and they were just like, you know what? The Tar Heels suck. Like, it was an embarrassment last year, and I don't know that they have 3 wins on that schedule this year. They're going to open up their season possibly getting their brains beat in again by TCU. Only this time it's going to be on foreign soil. So does that make you feel better about it? Not really.
I am still in search of a college football team.
Okay, how's that going?
So we're down to 4.
Okay.
It's Tennessee, Oklahoma, West Virginia, and Ohio State. And currently, the 2 leaders in the clubhouse are Tennessee barely beating Oklahoma. That's a close race. But West Virginia is they're boat racing Ohio State right now.
How did you get West Virginia in there? Just because
Well,
just because of Jeremy, just
well,
because it's a party school. Like,
we needed some fun. Like, look, I don't want to just pick like. It would be really lame if we were just like, all right, pick my school, and it's like all the like it's just the SEC.
yeah,
like the best of the Big Ten. It's like that's not really fun for anyone. So I wanted to choose a couple of outliers. I worked with our good friend Bill Workman to look at like some things that could be positive, and I'm looking for the whole. I need the whole package. It's not just about is the team winning football games. It's
right,
what's the
right.
atmosphere.
I mean, there's a part of me that wants to be like, yeah, good for you, you're so brave. But then there's that other part of me is like, but it's not gonna. I mean, it would be like, I've decided that now I like baseball, and I really want to be a Royals fan.
No, you don't.
Wait, what? Like, I've got a possibility of, because this is what I heard when you said that list of, I got a possibility of being a fan of 4 baseball teams. And
Yeah.
one's the Red Sox, one's the Yankees, one's the Dodgers, and the other one, I've decided it's the Royals because I like waterfalls. Like,
Hey,
what?
to be fair, I put it to a fan vote, and the fans want me, and the fans want me to suffer, and that's fine. I mean, I gave them the opportunity. I really gave them the opportunity to do it, and like we're like, this is round 3. Like it's not like we're. It's not like
Right.
I'm looking at it and going, "Oh, this is the first round. I picked those 4 schools." We started with. I got to pull them all up here because the first list was pretty robust. Like we had Clemson was in there, South Carolina was in there, Florida, Miami, LSU was in there, Georgia was in there, Florida State was in there, Houston was in there. That's for a friend in our in the Great North Discord. He's a Cougars fan, and he was like, "Well, I'm going to pitch them," and he actually did a really good job of pitching them. And I was like, "You know what? Props to you, man. I'll give you that."
Okay.
Notre Dame was in there, Penn State, and Oregon. And like, so like I gave everybody an opportunity to vote. If you're a fan of those schools and you didn't vote, I'm sorry, you missed it. But I can be bought. Like I'm full disclosure. You want to send me swag?
I
That's how
mean,
I became a fan of Butler men's basketball.
yeah,
Go
and
Bulldogs.
that was going to be my next point. Was see, it's your openness that has led you to poor decisions in the past, like
Yes.
choosing Butler men's basketball.
Hey, it's
Like
also how I got a terrible soccer team. I'm also a fan of Norwich City, who you've never heard of before. I know you haven't. And the reason
No.
you haven't heard is because while I picked them in the Premier League, they immediately were relegated to the championship. So, like literally the next year. So, like this is just
And
how it's going to go.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say I want to do you a favor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like being a fan of West Virginia is not going to be good for you. So we should just eliminate them completely.
Well, they're currently beating
Bill-
Ohio State by 1 billion, though, and I can't let. Part of me
Well,
wants to
fair.
do that, but
Absolutely fair.
our friend
Look,
Mike from
'cause
Raw Dog is an
Ohio
OSU
State-
guy, right?
Yeah, I know, but Ohio State's terrible. You don't want to
don't
be
wanna
a
be a fan of Ohio State.
No, you don't want to be amongst that group. They're
I'm gonna-
not cool.
I'm going to
Those
be honest
people
with
are
you.
not cool,
I'm going to be honest with you. I
except
like.
for Mike.
I'm going to let this. I'm going to let this play out. But our good buddy Bill Workman has sent me some Vol swag,
Yeah.
and it's on the way. And if I got to wear a checkerboard orange bib, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
rock that.
I was about to give you my endorsement.
Yeah.
You should be a Tennessee fan.
I think Tennessee's
doubt.
probably going to win
It's
this out.
not even close in my mind. If it between these 4, look, I want to try to help our relations between our countries. Okay, And we're in a bit of a stalemate right now,
We're in a tough spot.
a whizzing match, if you will.
Yes, sir.
And so I feel like I should do you a favor. I should do Canada a solid and tell you stay away from West Virginia. It's awful. It might be cool that they've got the song, and yes, they get really, really drunk and set couches on fire at their tailgates.
Mhm.
But what? Okay, and then how's you're gonna have to be blackout drunk for every game to enjoy it. That's the only reason that they stay sane up there. That's why meth's so popular. Ohio is a suckhole. complete and utter suckhole. When
Jed York is a big fan, though,
Jed, I mean,
of Ohio
you pay extra.
in general.
You pay extra for that.
About $140. Yeah.
Well, no, he had to. That's why he brought the 20 because
149ers.
He wanted a little extra. Right. Oklahoma, stop, but don't. You're not. I mean, there's the old saying, tried and true saying. Do you know why Texas does not fall into the Gulf of America? Because Oklahoma sucks so much. That's why. Don't do Oklahoma. You don't want to be those guys.
I mean, we're a
Tennessee,
day away.
Those dudes get a little wild. They get wild and crazy. They can get drunk at football games. They also throw condiments at football games sometimes. That's a rabid fan base that is unabashedly, I guess, invigorated all the
they're
time.
Into it. Also,
and sometimes they can live up to it.
They've got good players. I was going to say sometimes they've got good. They've actually got history that So like when this wraps up, and let's be honest, Tennessee is leading the way. Swag being sent means that I am absolutely leaning that way. I already said I can be bought, so is what it is. But I'm a big fan of like the history of programs. And so like we have schools like the school that I went to, Dalhousie University, is an academic school. It's very good for academics.
University?
Dalhousie University. We have lots of universities, tons of them. And it's not really an athletics university. They have athletics. They play hockey, they play soccer and Canadian football, but like, it's not like, that's not what people go there for. They go there to study economics and computer science and all sorts of different things. I did political science up there. But there's no rabid culture. One of the things that I've always been so like enthralled by is the American college sports culture. I have the NFL culture. We have that here. We all, like, as Canadians, big football fans. I was walking home from work wearing my Patriots hat, and a guy was moving, and he goes, "Patriots." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Play you guys on Wednesday." I was like, yeah, we do. Like, he's ready to roll. Like, fans here exist. I heard someone tell me I had a little dookie on my hat the other day too. Like, appropriate trash talk. That's good. I like that. College sports, it's untouched. And the culture that goes with college sports, like the fight songs and everything, is only rivaled by European soccer fans in Europe at games, where they have 15 million songs about every relative you ever knew and their social security numbers and any potential birth defects you may have. They're gonna call you on it. If you got a problem, they know about it. So I'm interested to see where this lands, and I'm excited to potentially be a Volunteers fan. We'll see what happens. Ohio State's got to figure it out if they want to recruit me. That would be like, pick my team and ending up with the Lakers. I feel like it's not a great feeling.
Well, look, Tennessee fans, they do have a lot of songs as well. However, they're not about the opposing teams. They're all about, girls and booze and getting lost in the woods and things like that. It's there's a whole lot of songs in that Tennessee culture. Look, hey, I'm my family goes back to the hollers of Eastern Tennessee, and I will say, of all the choices that you could have made, you could have harder choices in your Final Four.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think you need to just ask yourself one question: what would Dolly want you to do?
My co-host has admitted that he may have rigged the vote against Ohio. He has stuffed the ballot box against Ohio.
Don't do that. Don't. I mean, that would
be one more round.
That would be one of those that even if they were leading late in the game, they'd be like, "Oh, look, we found another ballot box that's full of votes for other people." You studied poli-sci, you know all about that.
I do. Absolutely.
Just stuff in the ballot box. Tammany Hall ain't got nothing on us. That's all I'm saying. I will put my finger on that scale hard just so you don't have to become an Ohio State fan. I love Mike Carlisle, but I'll be honest with you, he is the first Ohio State fan I think I've ever known that I actually liked.
They just really like spelling. That's what I've learned about Ohio State fans. But they only spell one word, and they only spell it 2 letters at a time.
Yes. You got to break it down. You got to break it down to make it easy for them.
4 is too many. 2 at a time.
And an Ohio State fan would never be able to do Georgia. It goes too fast. It's too much for them.
That's too many. It's too many syllables on that. You just got to slow that down.
Well, yeah, Georgia fans and Ohio State fans, we're all kind of similar. We're limited on the number of words that we can spell, but ours are longer. That's the only thing. So we're better.
That's
the end.
fair.
This is the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. We'll get into some fantasy football. Maybe talk some baseball before the end of the show today with David Smith of Great North Sports, because we are coming down to the end of the season, and there is
29 games left.
Yeah, and this is where it gets interesting. This is where I will start to lock in, because my team somehow got back in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
They were 17 games back at one point. And now they're right back in it, hottest team in baseball, and have been for 2 months now.
Yes, sir.
Insanity. It's all happening. Plus, football this weekend. We got the staycation edition, the soft launch of the Eagles Living the Dream Tour coming up on Saturday, as we'll be heading out to Western Carolina University for the Eagles kickoff game there. They're going to have a drone show at halftime, which I'm super excited about. And in pre-week 1, is that what we're calling this this little
week
thing?
0?
No, this is the start of week 1, and week 1 doesn't end until the end of week 1 next week. So there's technically 2 weeks in week 1. Make sense.
Of course there is.
Yeah, they were like, we don't like this week 0 thing, so we're just going to make week 1 2 weeks long.
They took math at Ohio State.
Stanford could be 0-2 by the end of week 1. Okay, how does that sit with the people at Stanford? Like they do simple math. They know how this works.
Yeah.
It's just buffoonery. Why have you done this? Well, we got the Western Carolina game out in Cullowhee. Tickets available. Come on down. It's going to be a heck of a party. A great way to spend the opener of week 1. And then next week, the Eagles Living the Dream Tour kicks into high gear. Jeremy and Megan are off to Atlanta. Me and the wife and Cece are going to be headed down to Atlanta for the weekend, going to Nashville for a night as well. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And we're going to take you along on the ride with us on all the social media, so be sure to follow us at The Sportsocracy. I'm Tate Spitzer. He's David Smith of Great North Sports, and we'll be back right after this.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, alright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go! All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline. forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over. It's about time. Oh, sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline with the roller.
Heard on the free.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go! All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please.
The Sportsocracy.
Welcome back into the program on ESPN Asheville. Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. You can watch us on YouTube. We're up on the Great North Sports page today. You're already subscribed to that, I know, so you should be able to click right to it. Great North Sports every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Him and Dubs throw down. Dubs is going to be joining me tomorrow on the show here on ESPN Asheville, so it's going to be his Asheville radio debut.
It's his first official non-special event radio debut.
Yes,
Trying to figure
just
out
so
how to
you
do it.
know, we are going to pay him as much as we pay you.
I
So-
appreciate that. I really need to
We showed-
renegotiate my contract.
We show no favoritism around here.
That's because
how
that's
we
my
are.
that's my boy, and I appreciate him. He's gonna do great. You guys are gonna love him.
No
he
doubt.
is Boston through and through. So I'm sure everyone will have a love hate for what is coming out. But he's a great time. He's a great time.
Right. I'll just never forget the sadness that we felt collectively when we were was that the combine or was that at the draft? No, it was at the draft. So we were in Pittsburgh and Dubs was there and he comes up to me and he goes, "The Red Sox just fired everybody." And I went, "Excuse me? What did you say?"
Yeah.
And we went through this whole, we hate this team. How in the hell could you possibly expect to win anything with this ragtag group running it, and screw Craig Breslow and John Henry and who? I mean, we had a cuss fest.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward now to August 27th.
Yeah.
And the Boston Red Sox are 73-60, 13 games above 500. Currently, what are we, 4.5 games out of
I believe you are at least
out of first place? Maybe
Yeah,
5.5.
I think it's 5.5.
Of course, I clicked on the wrong thing here. We're 6. Okay, so we're 6 back of the Rays, and we're 2.5 back from the New York Yankees in second place in the American League East. As far as the wild card goes, we're it.
You're in.
There's 3 wild cards now. Cleveland and Texas and Baltimore are fighting out for the third one. The Yankees and the Red Sox are locked in.
Not quite.
For the most part.
You're almost there.
It's right. It's not mathematically impossible, but we're at the point where the Yankees have an 8-game lead on the third place.
So the Red Sox, I think, are in mathematically. They're good.
Okay.
Right now, the wild card is where it's insane. And I know that everybody's thinking this football channel. Listen, give me like 15 minutes here, please.
Right.
So
it's playoff time.
The Guardians are sitting in the third wild card spot, but they're only 2 games ahead of the Rangers. But the Orioles are 2.5 back, the Jays are 3 back, and the Twins and Mariners are only 4 games back. So any one of those teams could, in theory, beat the Blue Jays in particular, who I have interest in, play the Guardians for 3 games later this week or early next week. Being only 3 games back from the Guardians mean that they could, in theory, jump ahead. They also only play 1 team above 500 in their last 29 games. They're currently playing they play the Royals this week. So they're still very much in it. The Twins are still in it, although a little less so. The Mariners kind of the same boat. But the Rangers and Guardians have basically been bouncing back and forth. Baltimore also sold everybody at the deadline, and they're in it. Blue Jays sold at the deadline, they're in it. Red Sox sold at the deadline, they're in it. It makes no sense. None of it makes any sense. None of it.
Oh, but that's kind of why you love it, is because it can keep you guessing. When a team is 17 games out of first place, heading, we weren't at the All-Star break at that point, but we were
Pretty
damn
close.
Yep. It was getting close to the All-Star break, and then all of a sudden, something changes. They catch fire. Everybody starts hitting. Things start going, and all of a sudden, you're, what were we, 23-4 in June or something like that?
Yeah, you were way better in June. No, not June. July was the big one. July you were 21-4. August 21. You were you're 15-9 in August. As you lost last night, you were 15-8. So it's 36-13 over your last almost 50 games.
Right. And
that's unbelievable.
And they're starting to believe again.
Yeah.
Everybody's starting to believe again. And baseball's best when the best teams are the best. I know that sounds awful, but
all right, John Madden, relax with the analysis there.
Right.
The team that scores the most points is going to win the game. Yeah, I think so. You're probably right.
you want the biggest names there at the end. I think you're going to have a playoffs that has the Yankees, it has the Red Sox, it's going to have the Dodgers and the Braves. Have some big name franchises involved in this postseason.
And then you're going to have some babies in there that are going to make it interesting. I think the American League East brings 3 teams to the playoffs. I think all 3 wild cards are going to be American League East. Whether that's Baltimore or Toronto is to be determined, but I think those 2 teams are going to put up a fight these last couple of weeks, and we're going to see. It's going to be, for baseball fans, this is exciting because this is the best we get. It's a 162 game season. Really, we only care about the last 30 because this is what determines everything. Everything before this is literally irrelevant because all of the, like you were talking about, the Red Sox, they were nothing. They were out of it. You weren't going to watch any games. You're not interested. But you get a little hot. Things get a little spicy. All of a sudden, you're like firmly in a wild card spot, and everybody chasing is nowhere near you. So it's like, okay, I see you. Let's play.
Yep.
See what happens.
Yep,
it'll be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got a dogfight out west between the Astros and the Rangers. That one flips back and forth day by day. The Mariners were the class of that division for a little while, and then, well, the bats went silent, and things have picked up in the last couple of days. So maybe Cal's getting hot here. I saw you did some special content on Cal the other day.
Hey, just in time for hit a 3 home run game. He had not done anything all year long. I released one short criticizing Cal Raleigh. Said, what happened? He's got no juice left. Literally the day we posted that, he went 3 home run game. First time he's ever done it. So
yeah,
you're welcome, Seattle. You're welcome.
First 3 home run game of his career, and then he hit one his first at bat the next day to set to tie the Seattle Mariners franchise record for most at bats with a home run in a row. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe Seattle can get hot and make this thing interesting down the stretch. You can hear the Braves tonight on AM 1400 and on Rock 105.1 as they will be going for the sweep against the Los Angeles Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers have not really had a whole lot of good luck as of late, I'll say, and then especially when they're facing off against the best of the best. Because they got swept by the Red Sox. They could get swept by the Braves tonight. I want to say didn't they get swept or at least lose the series against the Milwaukee Brewers a week or so ago?
Yes,
which gave the Brewers the tiebreaker should they end up tied for the best record in baseball.
Yeah, Brewers are going to have an interesting kind of run here. I think that this is really like this. Like I said, this is my favorite part of the year for baseball before you get into the playoffs. The Phillies are chasing down the Braves, although the Braves are still red hot. Brewers are firmly in control of their fate, but PCA and the Cubs are trying to chase them down. PCA having an MVP caliber season, although he was spicy last night after a missed balk call, and he was right to be. The Padres, who feel like they're always in it, are not really in it, although they've played very well, but that division is so hard. Like the Diamondbacks are a good team, and they're 9.5 out of first because the Dodgers are just leaps and bounds above them.
Right.
And then the AL wild card, like I said, has 3 teams that are in and 5 that are chasing them down. The NL wild card is 3 teams for 2 spots. That's it. It's a much smaller race, still a fun one. But we're going to see and there's been so much good baseball as of late, which I know that some people, like maybe Mr. Green, wouldn't necessarily agree. But I have been just been riveted, and people that are watching us on YouTube are interested to see if it's going to be a classic Dodgers August slump, and then do we get something tight? That's a pretty normal thing. And my co-host says that it's going to be either Astros, Rangers, or Jays in that last wild card spot. Okay. So I don't know. It's going to be busy. I'm locked in, Tank. I'm locked in. Yeah. I have leaned forward in the chair at this point.
I hate that this happens at the same time as football gets going, because I know how it's going to happen. I know how this is already going to happen.
Yes.
I'll get interested for next week.
Yeah,
I'll be locked in, and then
week 1
football's
hits.
going to start, and we're going to forget, or I'm going to forget, and then it'll just be, how far can we make it? You get into the playoffs, and I'm locked in. I'll lock in and watch some playoff baseball. But
you'll be in. It's electric. Playoff baseball's electric. I love it. I got to ask you. We talked about this yesterday. Baseball on the radio is still peak, right? Like that's still peak listening. Like appropriate, like almost better than the TV product in a lot of ways.
Yes.
I feel like that's the proper way for baseball to be consumed.
Baseball on the radio is it is a different animal.
It's so good. When you have the right call, when you have the right crew, it's so good.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, look, I don't listen to, a whole lot of play-by-play these days on the radio. But when you do, if you've got good broadcasters, which I know the Atlanta Braves have, those guys are top notch. and it's always
Makes a difference.
entertaining. It's always a story, right? Like they know how to keep it flowing, right? Because baseball is a stop and start game, and I've always appreciated, obviously as a radio nerd, the ability to keep someone engaged when there's nothing happening. And
It's
so
an art.
I don't know if I mean I don't know if the major leagues has real bad ones right now, but I can tell you Atlanta's probably got some of the best ones.
We're about to hit peak sports time anyway because we have college football starting up, baseball playoffs are right around the corner, NFL football kicks off, and it's almost hockey season. We're already talking about trade requests in the NHL, which seems insane, but like early October, the NHL kicks off, and I guess the NBA too, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care if they play basketball this year or not.
Yeah.
They could tell me they're locked out and I wouldn't know.
No, it wouldn't
just
matter.
not
It wouldn't make a
interested at all.
difference.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference in my day. I may try to fill that. I may try to fill some of that void in the winter sports with hockey this year.
I got to get you on. Dubs and I will get you squared away with appropriate hockey attire. We'll get you geared up, swagged out, and we'll get you a couple of like greatest hits compilations. We'll get you some Don Cherry Rock'em Sock'em videos to play. You'll be good to go. You'll be golden.
There you go. Teach me how the goons do it.
It's the best way to
what
do
I
it. It's the best way to do it.
This is the Sportsocracy. We'll take another break here, and then we'll start talking about some fantasy football. Got a draft coming up this weekend because I've got like 6, it feels like. Now is the time. Now is the time to be making your final arrangements. Don't forget that you still have plenty of study time or time to study with Great North Sports and his fantasy guide. It is available right now. So where can they find the link for that?
Link is in the description of our YouTube channel and every one of my fantasy football videos.
Awesome. All right. So just all you got to do is just check out Great North Sports here on the YouTubes. Follow the link, get the guide, win your league. It's that simple. So we'll start chopping up fantasy MVPs. We'll try to get through the whole league by the end of the program. We'll be right back here on ESPN Asheville. This is the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. He's David Smith. We'll be right back.
This is ESPN Asheville, home of the Sportsocracy. Weekday afternoons, 3 to 5.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over, it's about time. Oh, all sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to I want to go down the rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole of life. And now it's about to leave. Oh, roller coaster. We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone.
The Sportsocracy.
Back on ESPN Asheville, it is the Sportsocracy. Fantasy football drafts coming up this weekend. I've got 3, I think. Yeah, 2
Unless
on
I
Saturday.
schedule ours.
Oh, unless you schedule that, yeah, and then I might have to figure out how to do that one too. Got one coming up on Sunday, 2 on Saturday. So this is the time to lock in and make your final arrangements, your final strategic plans. And nobody does fantasy football strategery quite like David Smith of Great North.
That. You famously talked trash to me one week after beating me, and then the following week we're boat raced. Which is my favorite way to oh, we're playing that game. Okay, cool.
Yeah, gotta try to take my wins when I can get them. They
it's
come
good
few and far between. Absolutely,
no, we'll fix that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm trying slowly but surely. I'm trying. I'm still not confident enough not to join one of those leagues where the loser has to get a tattoo of something embarrassing.
That's a wise choice. It's a wise choice.
Like there's always that possibility.
There's a chance.
I could be last. It's
you
fine.
could do everything right and still be last. Welcome to fantasy football.
Very true. Very true. So let's talk some fantasy MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just go. Let's go team by team.
Yep.
And okay. So if you start alphabetically at the top, Arizona Cardinals is Trey McBride. It's not close.
100%.
The question, though, then becomes: are either of the wide receivers worth having?
Are they worth
Marvin
having?
Harrison, right, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes.
Michael Wilson.
Also,
both
yes.
of them are they're seen value-wise as the same dude.
I think people are going to regret that on MHJ. I think they're going to regret the Marvin Harrison Jr. slander at some point. I don't know when it is. I don't know when exactly we're going to see it. The quarterback play is a problem, and that is always what people are going to point to. It's what people point to with Atlanta. It's what people point to with other teams. But I will point out that on a regular basis, Bijan Robinson and Drake London have put up spectacular numbers with whatever was left of Kirk Cousins' arm, which was nothing. There was nothing left of it when he was there.
Even Marcus Mariota had
Correct.
some big games with them.
So I feel like you have to weigh that as a consideration, but I think the talent with Harrison Jr. and I think the talent with Wilson says there is value. But if I had to pick one on this team, it's McBride with a bullet. Thank you. Next.
And how high do you have to take Jeremiah Love, and is it too much for you as to take a rookie that high?
I don't have a problem taking a rookie high. I think that you have to weigh the pros and cons here. So is he going to get tote? Yes. He's definitely going to get tote. Is he going to be RB1? No, probably not. I think that you need to look at how he's going to be used, and is there any possibility that he's going to be deployed differently? And I look at him and go, okay, so he's good. He's certainly good. But I have him in the like tier 2 of players in my guide, which is like, they're great players. They can be counted on, but they're not like, I don't have them as like a value. I think people are going to take them second or third round. Running back is so desperate. Everybody's so desperate to find the winning running back. This is exactly what happens with running back. Someone will find a rookie and say, that guy. And he went so early.
The thing that sways me off of Jeremiah Love when it comes, if it came around to that point in the draft and he's sitting there, I can't get away from the fact that I feel like he is on a dead end team, at least for this year. And the fact that they love James Conner so much that
I don't think Conner's a problem.
I don't know what his touches are going to be like, though. I mean, it's certainly not going to be. I wouldn't take him over. I don't know. Like, I would take Josh Jacobs over him because I know Jacobs is getting the tote.
Don't do crimes, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't do crimes.
Just speaking to you, Josh Jacobs, just don't do crimes. The big thing that scares me with Love is not his skill or ability. It's that the team, I think, is going to be behind. And when you're behind, you have to throw the ball more to get downfield faster to score points. Now, he may get touchdowns. He may end up being a Jerome Bettis kind of like, we're going to give it to McBride and get us to the 5, and then we're going to run it in. But like, I don't know if that's what you want to bank on. And I don't think he's going to get he's probably going to get 15 touches a game. And that's not enough for me to go, I need to draft him high. If he's sitting there late, I'm going to take him though.
Yeah.
Got to take
Let's do the Falcons. Let's do the Falcons next. We know it's got to be Bijan.
It's Bijan.
As the overall MVP.
Yes.
But the fact that you have interesting pieces at wide receiver with Drake London.
Yep.
And at tight end with Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
Because I'm thinking there's part of me that leans to Kyle Pitts could be the MVP based on just value, just draft value. Because I've seen him fall pretty far.
Everybody is. So you're got one. The bank on Kyle Pitts is, are we going to finally see the Kyle Pitts that was promised? And he has been remarkably consistent for a guy that everybody is waiting for a breakout from. In year 1, he had 1 touchdown. In year 2, he had 2 touchdowns. Year 3, he had 3. Want to guess how many he had in year 4? It's 4. Yeah. And then year 5 now. So I think that we are not necessarily going to see a breakout. I think you're probably going to see a little bit of a bump because both of those quarterbacks are not great. None of the quarterbacks on that roster are any good. I think that Penix probably ends up taking it back when he becomes healthy, although I do have trust issues with a quarterback who can't keep his legs together. And I mean in one piece, not like Caleb Williams here. Yeah. Hey, he was just sitting on a couch. Okay. He was just showing the uniform off.
Sure.
I don't know why we're laughing at that. He's just showing off his uniform. So I think that Penix is going to be fine eventually. I don't know what they're going to do with Tua. He did not look good. All reports from camp are that he, in fact, looked bad. Which, when the reporters are saying not good,
you're right, to the point where people inside that building are going, should we even leave him on this roster? That's how bad he's been in camp.
He's been abysmal. I think that Drake London is the guy for everybody. Everybody looks at, they're like, but who's going to get him the ball? Doesn't matter. Throw it up there.
Somebody
Drake will
will.
get it. Somebody
Yeah.
will get it. You could put Bijan back there, and I would have more confidence in that as a quarterback. Drake London will still get the ball. He's still a big body. He put the Patriots on notice when they played last year in a game that should have been way less close than it was. So I'm all in on Drake London. I know that my co-host is out. I know that the Raw Dog guys are out on him. They're looking at the quarterback going, how do you get that? And I look at Drake London last year and said, he did it last year and he can do it again.
Yep. Fantasy MVPs for the Baltimore Ravens. Do you go Derrick Henry in
It's Derrick
his
Henry.
age 66 season,
Yes,
or do you think Lamar?
it's Derrick Henry. And I don't think it's all that close. Lamar's great. I love Lamar as a quarterback who runs. Great quarterback. Can get the ball downfield. He didn't run that much last year, which I think took away from some of his fantasy value, which is why you're seeing him drop down the board a little bit. I am going to keep buying Derrick Henry stock until he shows me that he is no longer Derrick Henry. And I know that we're waiting for the running back wheels to fall off of Derrick Henry, but I don't understand. He keeps doing it. Like, it's not, have we seen him slow down at all? We've seen usage be weird, but like, it's not like he himself, it's like every time they give him the ball, he's like, I'm going to run for 60 yards and nobody's going to touch me. And then they're like, I think we're going to go in a 4 wide receiver set. Derek, you stay back. And it's like, what are you doing? You have an identity. Why are you trying to be someone else? It's like having Michael Jordan on your team and asking him to play baseball. What are we talking about here? Sure, he can do it, but why?
Why would I want him to
Why?
do that? Zay Flowers.
Love
What
Zay
do you think
Flowers.
about the value on Zay Flowers?
I think that Zay is going to be looked at more in the offense given the contract that he signed. He has been, everybody thinks Zay has not done a lot. Go look at the numbers. He has been consistently the same guy every single year. Everyone goes, he doesn't do anything. No, he does. He's about a 12 to 13 point per game producer. That's what he is for fantasy. You can get big ones. You can get 20s. You can also get, 5s. But like he will catch a touchdown. He always produces. So I like Zay a lot.
Yeah. And are we at the end for Mark Andrews?
I think he'll have a nice season.
Okay.
A nice season. I don't think it's going to be like, he's not going to be an MVP or anything, but
No.
I think he'll have a good year. I think he needs mentally, I think he needs a nice season. No like game ruining fumbles at the goal line that could detrimentally ruin your team's reputation forever. If he could just do that, we'd be fine.
Yeah. I'm also buying all of the stock that I can in Jacoby Lane. I'm believing all of the hype coming out of camp. And in your rookie drafts, I don't think people are going to be really paying attention unless you're in there with a Baltimore Ravens fan. You might have to draft him a little too high, but that's going to be one worth hanging on to, I believe. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. In with David Smith. We'll be right back after this, continuing Fantasy MVP talk.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over. It's about time. Oh, sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline with the roller coaster of life. Roller coaster. I want to go down the rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole of life. And now it's about to leave. Oh, roller coaster. We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over. It's about time. Oh, sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline with the roller coaster of life. Roller coaster. I want to go down the rabbit hole.
Part of Beer City, USA. Two men, one journey to create a sports show unlike any other. Unfiltered, raw, and honest. One of them played a soccer goalie opposite Ben Stiller. The other once scored 6 points on Steph Curry. These guys know their shit. Let's go! Tank Spencer, Jeremy Green, The Sportsocracy. Presented by Ingles Supermarkets. Low prices, love the savings.
It is ESPN Asheville. This is the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. He is David Smith. of Great North Sports, our favorite Canadan. We would never do you wrong in a trade deal, just so you know.
We're repairing trade relations right now. This is what
We're, that's right. That's right. We're building bridges.
This is what
with
our
our brother.
countries need to heal, Tank. Me and you talking fantasy football on the radio.
That is very true. Very true. Great North Sports. Follow them everywhere on the social medias and, of course, on the YouTubes. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, follow the link in the on all the YouTube videos that they have for the draft guide, the fantasy NFL draft guide, because David, he's got some helpful hints to help you win your league this year. If you're sick and tired of being like, I don't know, me, and just making your donation every year, maybe do a little studying. Maybe take some advice from people that do better than the better at you than this. There we go. Got around to it.
You figured it out.
Just saying. You may want to take some advice, and David's got the advice for you. We're talking fantasy MVPs on the program today, and the Buffalo Bills now have DJ Moore.
Yes, they do.
Am I wrong to think that DJ Moore is going to be something special with Josh Allen?
No, you're not wrong. I will caution that Buffalo has notoriously spread the ball around to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as it looks good in camp today, let's maybe just take a beat and go, right, this is the same Buffalo offense with Stephon Diggs that didn't give Stephon Diggs all of the touches all of the time. They very much like to spread the ball around. Now, different coach, so I don't know if we're just going to see a DJ Moore-led offense with James Cook running the backfield. I am cautiously optimistic that we're finally going to see a true Buffalo breakout, and if they don't, I will be happy because I'm a Patriots fan.
Mm-hmm. Terry McLaurin or DJ Moore for you?
Terry McLaurin. Not even close.
It's not really close, is it?
Nope.
See how
I didn't hesitate there?
Yeah, I had to ask the question though because I'm staring at an ADP list here that says that DJ Moore is like a good round buyer.
Yep.
Than Terry McLaurin.
He sure is.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Sure doesn't.
I got a feeling Terry McLaurin's name is going to come up by the end of this program.
Yeah, it will.
I mean, the MVP for the team is James Cook.
I think that's the easy answer. It may be Josh Allen, if we're being honest. The team goes as Josh Allen goes. If he is playing his MVP caliber football, not turning the ball over, getting rush yards, getting touchdowns, it's probably Josh Allen. James Cook is an easy answer because running backs are so scarce.
Yeah.
I would take either of those guys.
Josh Allen, however, could end up being QB1 overall in the NFL.
He could.
This year.
Yes, he could.
The high side is real high with both of them. Okay. All right. Then let's go Carolina Panthers. This one should be fun. I mean, Tedrow McMillan, and we don't have to say anybody else's name, do we?
No, it's Ted. Unfortunately, there were some opportunities earlier, but it's probably not Jalen Coker, though.
No. I haven't believed the Jalen Coker thing since the beginning. I mean, sure, he had some splash plays, and he had a great playoff game against the Rams. Playoff game. That's okay. Sure. I don't see how people jump to the conclusion that this guy's going to be something special. He could be the one. Stop that. Tedrow McMillan all day long. I don't want anything to do with anybody else on this team, though.
You're not feeling the Jonathan Brooks or the Chuba Hubbard.
Can't trust you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you're still hanging around in the 12th round or something, 13th round, and I really need a running back and everybody else is scared, maybe. But he's going to be gone by then.
I mean, look, Tedrow McMillan is currently going wide receiver 19. That's the general consensus right now. I don't disagree with that. The next closest Panther is, see, I had to hesitate there because I had to look. It's Jonathan Brooks at RB 31. Okay, yeah. Alongside Rico Dowdle. Should tell you exactly where they're valuing him. Chuba Hubbard not far behind at RB 33, so a true split in that backfield.
Yeah. Carolina Panthers fantasy situation, just stay away from it.
It's not good.
That's the best. Unless you play IDPs and then go get Devin Lloyd.
Yes. Love an IDP league.
Yes. Those tackles really do stack up in an IDP league. So just if you play in linebackers, that's probably one to put on your list. The Chicago Bears.
My initial read is Colston Loveland, question mark. Currently tight end 3, just ahead of our boy Tyler Warren. I don't know if it's a Roma Dunze breakout, but I think it could be. I don't think it's a Caleb Williams breakout, although he may finally cross that 4,000-yard mark and break that curse for the Bears. So I think my answer is Colston Loveland, question mark.
Question mark?
Yeah. I'm Ron Burgundy.
According to the ADP chart I'm looking at right now, the first player off the board on average for the Chicago Bears in fantasy drafts this year is DeAndre Swift at the 6th pick of the 4th round.
Yep.
Luther Burden averages the 8th pick in the 4th round, and Colston Loveland averages the 10th pick in the 4th round. The 4th round is your honey hole of Chicago Bears. And I don't know that there's really a difference between any of them. So I'm going to say the potential MVP for this team could be Roma Dunze, who's 2 rounds behind everybody else. And I'm not sure I understand that. I mean, I guess it's the fear that he's getting coverage from number 1 corners.
I still think he's probably the best bet they have.
Mm-hmm.
He gets all the DJ Moore reps now, though. So that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Chicago Bears. I mean, it's a muddy mess with Chicago. Never is real fun with Chicago, is it?
Have fun in Hammond, whatever you're doing.
Whatever.
Enjoy the sights and sounds of Hammond, Indiana.
The Cincinnati Bengals fantasy MVP this year will be who?
So the easy answer here is Jamar Chase.
Oh, always.
It's Jamar Chase. The more confusing answer is it Chase Brown or Joe Burrow? Because Jamar Chase will be exactly who he is, the Denny Green. They are who we thought they were. That's who Jamar Chase is. He is the number 1 receiver in the league. You can argue with me about JSN or Amon-Ra or Puka or CD if you really want to get into that weird second tier that's like almost there. But Chase has an opportunity to really step out and be good if the line is somewhat competent. Doesn't have to be great, just have to make a big enough hole for him to run through. And then the Joe Burrow argument is if he is healthy, that also helps the Jamar Chase case, but then it also helps the T. Higgins case and Mike Gesicki and whoever else they have catching passes, probably Chase Brown too. So I'm almost tempted to say it's Joe Burrow, but I still think it's Jamar Chase.
T. Higgins is here too.
He's great.
Poor T. Higgins. Poor T. Higgins. He would be a superstar if he was alone.
If he was on his own, but
he's one of the most underrated guys.
He's wide receiver 20 in fantasy because he doesn't get number 1 reps.
Exactly. The one guy that could handle it.
Yes. He made his choice for a bucket of cash. It's his fault. I don't feel bad for him.
I would
literal millionaire tank. He's fine.
I know. Oh, sure. But I can't. I mean, I can't fault him. Can you?
No.
Do you really fault him for being like, man? maybe I could go somewhere else and be the guy, but the promise of what could be with this team, if we keep this nucleus together,
Drake May was right there for
I'd
you,
be
buddy.
drunk.
You had the choice.
Yeah, it's true. I'd be drunk. I'd be drunk on it. Just
You
the
have to be.
opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to try to win with a lineup like this.
They better.
Well, this one should be quick. Cleveland Browns.
Harold Fannin Jr.
Okay. Not
Or
Quinshot Judkins.
It could be Quinshon Judkins. I love Judkins. Those are the two fun ones. You can throw in a rookie if you want. I'll accept a rookie breakout.
Mhm.
Their quarterback will not get them the ball. I can promise you that, because not a quarterback on that roster knows how to throw a football. No,
Right.
not one. And I don't want to hear no, but Shador. Nope, not one. Not one quarterback knows how to throw the ball.
Our fantasy discussions often tend to lead into one word, which is overexposure.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you right now, I am way overexposed to Quinshot Judkins.
Wasn't that Deshaun Watson's problem? Being overexposed? I think you're supposed to avoid that.
Touche.
Don't do crimes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, don't do that.
Judkins is going to be great. I think he's going to be. He was having a great year until he hurt his leg. So I'm very much in on Judkins. I think Fannin is the cheat code there. Young quarterbacks and bad quarterbacks alike all need the same thing, and that's a safety valve. Fannin is that guy. He can catch touchdowns, which is, I think, the secret weapon. He may have 40 yards in the game, but he's also going to have 2 touchdowns. That wins you games.
I'm way off in my preseason exercises and mock drafting and things, finding out that there's not a lot of hope in Cleveland amongst the fantasy football crowd. And when you get down to the 5th round and Quinshot Judkins is staring you in the face, there's no way I can say no.
Don't disagree.
So like I say, I am going to be way overexposed to Quinshot Judkins this year because I think there's a possibility that he's the only player worth a damn on this team.
Yes.
I mean, outside of Harold Fannin, I'm not throwing shade at him. He's great. But with that quarterback situation and the unknowns in the wide receiver room, run the damn ball.
Yes, sir.
The Dallas Cowboys are interesting
Yes, they are.
because I don't know. Flip a coin between the 2 wide receivers. Will CD have that year where he's not seen as second fiddle? Because it feels like everybody turned. Last year was enough to go, oh, George Pickens, he's the one.
Yeah, it's still CD.
It's
Sorry,
CD.
it's still CD. Healthy CD with healthy Dak is still better than George Pickens. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No shade to George Pickens. George Pickens is a great compliment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he opens it up for CD Lamb. I think last year the offense could not get going to save their life. They occasionally had Javonte Williams running well. I think you have to look at it and go, it's CD or else for Dallas. If they don't get CD the ball, they're in big trouble in a big hurry.
Yep. And I think constantly Dak Prescott has been, at least for the last probably 5 years that he's been healthy, he's probably been the best value pick in every fantasy draft.
Pretty close to it. Detroit.
That's why when people scramble over themselves to go get Jamar or Lamar and Josh Allen, I can wait. I can wait around and get a Dak Prescott and be just fine with it.
Everybody forgets that fantasy football is not real football.
Right.
I don't need the W at the end of it. I just need him to throw for 400 yards, and he does that a lot. Mostly because
there's
they're behind.
I was going to say almost no way that he doesn't do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. Javale Williams, you can miss me with that.
He's fine.
I just,
He's fine.
it's not
Capital
it's not
F,
sexy,
fine.
and I'm
It's
staying
not.
away. Yeah.
Nope. It is.
That's
It
a
is
good
it's a boring pick. I'm going to be honest with you, but it is a safe pick. You will not
Oh.
regret the choice. You will have a safe floor every week.
The Denver Broncos.
Oh, this is fun.
How intrigued are you by the addition of Jalen Waddle?
Very. I don't love Bo Nix, but I think that the Waddle edition is good. There's been a lot of shade on Denver wide receivers for a team that, went to the AFC Championship game. I think that we probably went a little crazy to maybe overbearing on how bad they are. They won a lot of games. They were the 1 seed. I don't think they're going to be the 1 seed again this year. Jalen Waddle's wide receiver 17 overall. I think that he's got a real quarterback that can throw him the football. Say what you want about Bo Nix. He's certainly better than Tua. And I think that he's going to get opportunities. It's unfortunately probably going to be in the fourth quarter because that's the only time that Denver ever decides to do anything. It's the third and fourth quarter. They're like, oh, football. Right, we'll play. Now we'll play the game. So I like Jalen Waddle a lot.
Running backs on this team: J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey, worth a late round flyer for you, or are those one of the ones that you get excited about when it's so late?
I do not get excited about. I am concerned because Sean Payton has shown the ability to go, we'll play this guy instead. And you never know what you're going to get with them. If one guy is hot, he may stick with them, and you may not see the other guy at all. And it could just be how his oatmeal tasted that morning. I don't know what he does to decide that, but it could be any number of things.
Right. Jalen Waddle, the fantasy MVP for the Denver Broncos.
Yes.
And nobody really close.
No, I don't think so.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Tank Spencer, David Smith. We'll be right back after. Stay tuned.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over. It's about time. Oh, all sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your time. the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine.
The Sportsocracy.
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from the Clarissa Sells WNC.com home studio. I'm Tank Spencer. He's way up there, way up in the Great North. Great North Sports. That's why
Way
they call
up.
it that. Like a different time zone, way up there.
Only an hour.
It's only in an hour. Yeah. It's 5:22 where he is.
It is. It is. Needs almost dinner time.
David Smith of Great North Sports joining me on the program today as Jeremy continues his golfing excursion before we kick off the Ingles Living the Dream Tour next week and begin the months of crazy travel that Jeremy cooks up in his head every year. But it does get us to some cool places, and we are living the dream and taking you along the ride with us on all of the social medias. So do not forget to follow and like and share and all those things throughout the year as we go here, yon, and there for all of the finest games around the college ranks. Going to see all of the quarterbacks that we can that are going to be in this next 2027 NFL draft class. It's going to be a chore to see all 18 draftable quarterbacks. And who knows, somebody may pop onto the radar at the end of the year. Hell, I didn't even know who Fernando Mendoza was before last year. I know Jeremy was not in that same boat. He knew who he was.
Yeah.
I had no clue who the hell he was. Never even heard of the guy. Never watched Cal football that much.
You mean the
Then
Aaron
all of a
Rodgers thing
sudden-
didn't pull you in?
Yeah, no. And then all of a sudden, here comes sweet little innocent Fernando. Just stole all of our hearts.
Now look at him.
Yeah.
I'm bussing with the boys and talking about Max Crosby's tattoos. Yeah, it's a good time.
Max Crosby is he's probably the one guy that I would bet my house if Fernando were corrupted by the NFL, Max Crosby's to blame.
100%.
Let's say that's probably a safe bet. He looks like he'd be a fun guy to hang around. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
he used to be a fun guy. He's better now.
He's better now.
He's recovered. He's a recovered.
We're
fun
talking
guy.
fantasy MVPs on the program today. David Smith, the author of the Great North Sports Fantasy Guide. You can go check us out. We're live on his YouTube stream right now at Great North Sports. If you haven't followed and checked out the Great North profile and every video that they post out, you got the link right there in the videos or in the description of the video, so you can get over and grab yourself the fantasy guide for your drafts coming up this weekend. Instant access because he's a giver.
Yes, sir.
The Detroit Lions are next up. We're talking fantasy MVPs here, and this is the one team that I look at and go, can I give you three? Because at some point you could end up having RB1, wide receiver 1, and tight end 1.
You could. I think tight end is a bit of a stretch, although I do love me some Sam Laporta.
Mhm.
I think the MVP here is probably Gibbs, though I am curious to see what happens. He has dropped ADP over the last several weeks. He is now RB. He's still RB1, but Bijan has gotten a little bit of a bump. And we're seeing other guys come up the board. I think that it's probably Gibbs. That's the answer to who's the MVP, although I could absolutely hear arguments for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes. Well, I mean, when you determine this answer, I think you have to say, if you had the number 1 pick, are you even thinking about taking Amon-Ra St. Brown?
No.
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 Jimmy Gibbs,
You're
that's the one.
considering Gibbs. Yeah.
Jimmy Gibbs,
You're
that's the one.
considering Gibbs. Yeah. I got 3 people.
Right.
that
Like,
are
I
on
mean,
yeah,
but I'm saying out of this team, he's the only one.
he's the only one. Yeah.
When
absolutely.
you don't get the 1 or 2 pick in the draft, it's not a super flex, even hell in a super flex draft. You get to pick that high, or you don't get one of the picks that high, you're praying that Amon-Ra St. Brown falls in your lap.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
I
I
do
would
love
take
Sam
it.
Laporta though.
Sam's
Do
great.
love Sam Laporta, and that and the ADP on him is not going to be as high as it should be. I got a feeling because I think people are concerned about durability now. I mean, he's tight
Durability's a
end.
question. I know. Yeah. It's
And-
difficult to manage, right? Like
Yeah.
NFL's hard.
It is hard. It is hard. And you also have to take into account that, he did have a hurt season last year, and he was fantastic otherwise. But he is coming off of an injury, and he's got a lot of competition
Yes.
on his team. That's why the RB1, wide receiver 1, tight end 1 thing, yeah, it's way out there. That's the triple crown of fantasy, and I don't think there's ever been enough ball on a team to support that. But
There's
if there is
never
one,
enough.
maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. Of course, Drew Petzing's going to have to be way better this year than he was in
Oh, that's
Arizona,
all.
which
That's
is
all he's got
gonna
to
be
do.
hard to beat.
We're just going to ask the offensive coordinator to be good. Well, that's no problem. Hey, Drew, just be better. Can you just do that, please?
Right.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Don't ruin it. At Green Bay Packers, who's their wide receiver? Or who's their
It's
MVP?
Tucker Kraft. It's Tucker
He
Kraft.
didn't even think about that one.
No,
It was
no, I did. It's Tucker Kraft. I not that I want to do this, but we have breaking news on the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, do we? All right. Well, let's.
We don't get to do this often, so.
No.
Packers running back Josh Jacobs was formally charged Thursday with misdemeanor battery and misdemeanor criminal damage to property, according to Wisconsin court records. The formal charges come more than 3 months after he was arrested following a domestic at his home near Green Bay. The charges are A-class misdemeanors, which carry a max of 9 months in prison or a $10,000 fine. Could be both. His court date is in November. So it feels like he's going to get away with this. I think is my read on that. The way that they phrase you could get a fine. It could be both, but you could get a fine. I feel like they're just going to fine him the maximum amount they can fine him. He may settle out of court before this even gets there, but I don't know if he's going to be able to I don't think he's going to be able to get rid of the charges at all. They're not going to drop it. They clearly thought there was enough to formally charge. So you're looking at some sort of resolution coming in November. So just a little cautionary tale on Josh Jacobs. Worst case scenario, he's got 9 months in jail, which would be awful for fantasy season. Good for him though. He's earned every one of those months for what he did.
100%. You can't, FAFO, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he will foe one way or the other.
Yeah.
My question is, what does the NFL do? Will the NFL act now, or will they try to wait
They'll
and
wait this
see
out.
what happens?
NFL is notorious for waiting out court cases to finish before they make any decisions. And I think that you're going to have the same thing here. I think he'll start week 1 and he'll be fine. But I think that there's a real possibility here that they make an example of him in the court and just say, look, we have you on this and this is what it's going to be. He may try to plead down. I don't know if the prosecutor is going to take it. I think that football players are often looked at like you can get away with anything and you're rich and you can do whatever you want. But it doesn't always end up that way, and oftentimes we'll see judges try to make an example. So we'll see.
Yes.
Diggs played. That's probably the easiest comparison. Diggs played through all of it. So
Yeah.
there we go. Tucker Kraft is the answer.
So yeah, Tucker Kraft is the answer. I for real for a second thought that you were going to make a joke about breaking news that Jonnu Smith had signed with the Packers.
No, I had real breaking news, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was actually real breaking news. Good on you for that. But I mean, does this do anything for your view of making Josh Jacobs a part of the fantasy squad?
I wouldn't. Personally,
does it give you any more hope or any less hope?
I'm not touching him. I wasn't touching him before, though. I had no interest in Josh Jacobs as someone I'm drafting. The locker room vibes, I feel like, have to be weird around that place right now when you have criminal charges pending. And like, I know that like they're probably just hanging out and they're not talking about it, but it's got to be a weird day at work when you come in and your buddy was charged with 2 Class A felonies. It's like, great. So you could spend 9 months in jail. We need you to run the ball, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, and it doesn't help what the charges are either and what it stemmed from. So I just feel all sorts of gross about it. I'm not looking to get me any shares of Josh Jacobs if I don't already have them. If you have them, I would find a backup, get his handcuff, because you're going to need it at some point, it feels like.
You got one fantasy MVP candidate for the Houston Texans and Nico Collins. The rest of it, though, doesn't mean there's no interest there.
Kayshon Boutte is going to eat for Houston.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Patriot fans know this, because we watched him grow and develop into the wide receiver he is. They didn't have the money. They don't have the money to pay him. They weren't going to keep him. I'm a lot disappointed in the trade. I thought it was a bad trade in terms of value coming back. Nico benefits the most from Kayshon Boutte being there, because they're going to have to pay attention to Kayshon Boutte, and they're going to learn that quick. The first 3 weeks of the season are going to be Boutte season, which is a great name for a team.
So good.
He is going to get number 2 coverage because everybody's going to be focused on Nico, who is a dog. Absolutely. I am 100% in on Kayshon Boutte having a great year with Houston, as long as CJ Stroud is the guy we think he is. If he regresses another year and goes back to, I don't know, pick 6 o'clock, then it's there. But my co-host in the YouTube chat mentioned most 20 yards in the air TDs. Deep ball threat, man. Deep ball threat.
Yeah. And don't forget how good Tank Dell was.
Tank Dell was great. He's 2 years back from an injury, so we're hopeful that we see old Tank Dell again.
Exactly. If old Tank Dell shows up at any point throughout the season and you've got Tank Dell, Kayshon Boutte, and Nico Collins to contend with, there's almost no way I feel like CJ Stroud can be bad this year.
Famous last words.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
There's no way.
All right, let's look at the Indianapolis Colts. How close is Tyler Warren to Jonathan Taylor as the fantasy MVP?
He's pretty close. He's pretty close. Jonathan Taylor is still the MVP. I'm still, again, similar to Derrick Henry. People think that Jonathan Taylor is 40 years old. Mm-hmm. He's not. He's not at all. I don't.
28?
Yeah, I think he's 28. And that's not to say that he doesn't have a lot of yards on him, because he does. He's 27 right now. Sorry.
Okay.
January he's 28. So, he's still got plenty of tread on that tire. I think it's Taylor, and then Tyler Warren he's been quietly going up draft boards. Tyler Warren is the tight end you grab when everybody else is gone. So everybody goes McBride and Bowers, or Bowers McBride. And then there's the second tier of elite guys, which is Loveland and Warren. and people go, well, I can get Tyler Warren. I'm going to take him. He's going to have a great year. He was good last year. I think that you're going to see a solid uptick in his production.
Daniel Jones can get him the ball.
Yes, he can, and he will. They have great chemistry.
Can he do much more than that? Maybe not.
Doesn't
But
have to.
First things first. Tyler Warren has a good year. Can tell you who it's not going to be. Alec Pierce.
No, sir.
But congratulations for him coming off the PUP list today.
Hey, you're physically able to perform now. Congratulations.
That's right. Hopefully that pushes up his ADP and we don't have to worry about ever considering drafting him.
That's right. Yeah.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville talking fantasy MVPs. The 2026 season coming up quick. We've got the close of the preseason this week. Our sister station, News Radio 570 WWNC, will have your coverage of the final Panthers preseason game coming up tomorrow night, while the AM 1400 crowd is getting Tuscola football. Over on 570, they'll be playing preseason football in the NFL. Carolina Panthers and Houston Texans. We'll be right back after this.
The countdown to the NFL season is on, and Fox Sports Radio is where you join the conversation with the Dan Patrick.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over, it's about time. Oh, all sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline with the roller coaster of life. I want to go down the rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole of life. And now it's about to leave. Oh, roller coaster. We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster. ticket is gone.
Sportsocracy.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. I'm Tank Spencer. He's David Smith, coming to us from Canada. No extra tariffs.
Tariff-free, baby.
We promise. Tariff-free. That's right. We're uniting North America as we speak. It's been politics here in the Sportsocracy about friendship and love and fantasy football. Fantasy football is fully underway. You may have had a draft or two already. If not, the next 2 weeks are, well, this is what we're here for. It's go time. All of the preparation in the offseason, all of the studying of the Great North Sports Fantasy Football Guide has all led to this moment. So when it comes down to deciding whether or not you want to pour any draft capital into the Jacksonville Jaguars, you'll know who to take. And the question I have is, who in the hell is the cream of the crop amongst the Jacksonville Jaguars? Because I want to believe that Brian Thomas is have that bounce back year and he's going to be the guy again.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't think it's happening?
No, I think it's Parker Washington.
Okay.
I think it's Parker Washington, or it's Bashal Tootin.
Are you a Bashal Tootin fan, or are you a believer, I guess?
I am unfortunately a drafter of Bashal Tootin in a league, so I had reluctantly put my stamp on it, where I'm like, okay, I guess I'm riding this train now. We'll see where it takes me. I don't think he's a bad running back. I think he's pretty safe in terms of like floor. I don't think he's going to be better than Breece Hall or Javonte Williams or Bucky Irving or Kenny Walker or Achane or Barkley or Cook or Brown or Taylor. Like, he's not going to be that tier. He's like the Jalen Warren tier.
Mm-hmm. You talk yourself into Trevor Lawrence ever? Because after last year, I've found myself being more inclined to try it.
I'm a little gun shy on old Sunshine. He burned me before, so no, not again. We're not going to play that game again. He will be fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And my last question on the Jacksonville Jaguars fantasy wise is Travis Hunter worth anything at any point in a draft?
Until he proves otherwise, no. How can you reliably say yes to that question? Because he didn't prove it as an offensive weapon last year, and then he got hurt. So I need to see a lot. I need to see something of value from him, or else we can't say yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fantasy MVP for the Kansas City Chiefs. Is it the MVP of the Super Bowl last year? I think football-wise, he may be the MVP of this team. I mean, we know what Patrick Mahomes is.
Yes.
People want to play like he's lost something, but we know what he is.
That's
Kenneth
silly.
Walker comes in here, and this offense looks completely different.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best. He's the best addition that they made, football-wise. Fantasy football-wise, that's a different story.
It's Kenny Walker.
Okay.
It's Kenny Walker the third. And I know that everybody is like, yeah, but he was only so good in Seattle. Like, he wasn't great every week. No, he was pretty good every week. I get it. But I am fully on board the Kenneth Walker taking over. He could finish RB5 this year. Like, he's got a lot of upside there. I just have some faith in this Andy Reid-led team. The offense looks better. Patrick Mahomes hasn't had a true running back really ever. Like, no disrespect to Isaiah Pacheco, but like, you're giving MVP quarterback a real weapon, like a legitimate weapon here who can actually take some pressure off of him. And I think that he comes back and he's going to make everybody pay. I think Mahomes is going to have a breakout which is impossible to say because everybody's sleeping on the previous MVP. Like it seems silly to me, but everybody seems to be out on him. I don't know why. Like he had a bad year and he was hurt. He's healthy and ready to roll. Look out for him. Both of his wide receivers are not in prison and both healthy, so that helps. And then they added a running back. And for what it's worth, Travis Kelce can be vintage Kelce in that he can catch a ball in the end zone. That's all he's got to do.
Yeah. All right. Miami's got Devin H. and nobody
That's
else.
the answer. Correct.
Minnesota has Justin Jefferson, and I'm not really sure anybody else.
It's nobody
qualifies.
else. No.
Although there are pieces to like. I mean, the wide receivers do intrigue me, depending on how late you can get them.
That's always the answer.
Yes, the value, the value always has to make sense. And then that brings us to the New England Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. New England's a tough one because I think people are immediately going to go, well, it's Drake May or is it A.J. Brown? Both great choices. I like both of those choices, and I think A.J.'s probably the true answer here. What I will say is that it wouldn't surprise me if Ramondre Stevenson had another big year. People are forgetting about Ramondre completely. They brought in Travion Henderson, who has not been able to pass protect, and that's a problem. And because he doesn't pass protect, people are getting Mondre way, way later. Everybody's like, oh yeah, and I guess Ramondre Stevenson, because that's a split backfield. Nope, not really. Not really a split backfield. It's actually a really good backfield, and he is going to get most of the tote.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he could be a sneaky secret third option. But the real answer, of course, is A.J. Brown.
Yes. New Orleans Saints, Olave, Etienne.
It's Olave.
Tyson's already hurt, so
yeah, that was I like Tyson, but yeah.
Are you all off the train, or
I'm
just a little?
I'm taking a break, just a little Jordan Tyson siesta. That's all.
We're on a break.
Yeah.
The Giants have Malik Neighbors.
Yes.
The Jets have Breece Hall. How close is Garrett to you?
He's in the conversation, but I still think it's Breece by a lot.
Right. You got Brock Bowers with the Vegas Raiders.
Yes.
And I think that's a no-brainer.
That's it. I don't want to talk about Ashton Genty.
Yeah, not a fan. No, I wasn't even going to say his name. You did that to yourself. The Philadelphia Eagles. What does Devontae look like without A.J. Brown being around? And can Saquon regain that form?
He looks skinny. Who's the big bruiser that can catch a football down the field on that team? I'm not saying wide receivers need to be big, but who's the big receiver there?
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, so yeah.
Eli Stowers.
I think the answer to who's the MVP on the Eagles is Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it's Devontae. I think Devontae will be fine. He'll do what he always does, which is quick cuts. If you can get him into space, he's super shifty, but quick cuts. Give me Saquon all day.
Who do you love from the Steelers, or do you love anything about the Steelers?
Do I have to?
Do I have to?
DK Metcalf, I guess, if I have to.
If I have to.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chargers.
Marion Hampton is probably the answer here, although I would listen to Herbert, and I will slightly listen to Ladd McConkey until he has another terrible second half, and then we can stop talking about Ladd McConkey.
Yeah. Is Justin Herbert's year to be elite?
Well, it better be, or else he might as well pack his things and go and find out where he's going to become the next Sam Darnold.
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't.
You think he'll be done?
I think that you got to move on. If he doesn't prove that he's the guy, you got to move on from him, don't you?
I would say he unequivocally proves it, but
I
he'd
hope
have
he
to have a
does.
horrid
I hope he does.
to do that. Yeah. The defending champion Seattle Seahawks, Hassan Smith and Jigba, who is just freak.
It's got to be JSN.
Are
That's it.
you a believer? Of course it is. But are you a believer in Jadarian Price?
Yes. Yes, I am. I think the Price is so I should reframe. I'm a fan of Jadarian Price. I think at the right price I would take him. I don't love how much he's climbing. Everybody was way off of him early. I planted my flag on that long time ago. And I think that he's really got an opportunity to stand out here. He's going to take the Kenny Walker role for whatever that's worth. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Fantasy MVP for the 49ers. It's got to be Christian by default.
Yeah, I think it is. It could be George Kittle if he's healthy.
Yeah.
But that's about it. So I think it's McCaffrey or Kittle. I don't have a ton of faith in Debo. I like Deshaun Stribling, I guess, but unproven rookie. I'm not going to put him as the MVP.
Yeah. Yeah. The Ram. I don't know how the Rams got so out of whack here or out of order here, but hey, the Rams.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Puka Nacua.
All the Puka Nacua.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah. Are you an Emeka Ibuka guy for Tampa?
I like Ibuka a lot. Yeah, I think that's the answer here. It's I do like Bucky Irving, but you can't figure out when you're going to use them fully or when you're not, and that's infuriating as a fantasy football owner. You go, are you kidding me?
Is there a player for the Titans that you are interested in fantasy?
Carnell Tate.
Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Potentially. Has a shot.
Yeah.
Has a shot for sure.
All right. And then Terry McLaurin, I'm guessing is your for the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, I like McLaurin a lot. I've been on McLaurin. I've been on the Terry train for probably 2 years now. He's not really had bad fantasy seasons. His upside is immense. But the Diggs thing makes me feel like it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good year for Terry. Gives him another outlet, right? Extra guy.
Right. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. We did make it through all the teams. Shocker of shockers.
Yeah, we made it.
Speed round there at the end. David
Yes.
Smith of Great North Sports. It's always a pleasure, my brother. Don't forget to go and check out his fantasy guide. It's on the Great North Sports. The links are all over the YouTube channel. Go and check out all of his strategic advice for your upcoming fantasy draft. Love you, brother. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Stalled out summertime cold front draped across the Carolina forecast. Heavy downpours because we are loaded with humidity. PM storms tomorrow, 82.